Welcome to Beerploma's 3 Growlers, where we explore Minnesota's craft beer scene. Will?
Thanks for the intro, Chris.
Thank you.
Guys, welcome back to the garage. It is a nice, crisp fall October day. And for that, we are going to be exploring some great October beers. We've got a couple pumpkin beers. We've got an Oktoberfest. And we've also got a special little treat here. We've got Indeed's Mexican Honey Lager. So we'll be tasting that one out too. So, Chris, what do you think? Should we take it away? And
hey, what are we talking about?
Before we get into the beers today, first off, we'd like to put out a plug there for the It's Kind of a Big Deal Awards for 2014. Beerploma was nominated for Best Beer Blog in Minnesota. So make sure you guys go to growlermeg.com/vote. And we're going to put that link down here at the bottom of the screen. You can also find all the nominations right here in their latest issue that is available at liquor establishments everywhere across Minnesota.
So just want a huge thank you to the fans and everybody who's made that possible. Being nominated is great.
Yes, very good.
We would definitely like to win, but that's all up to you guys. Please vote, share it with your friends. All of us have taken the opportunity to share it on our Facebook pages, Twitter, what have you. Just take a moment, get the word out. We'd love to put a W on the board.
Excellent. Well said, Chris. Okay, so the very first beer we have up on tap is Paulaner's Oktoberfest. Now, normally, I kind of have a rule with imports, but today we're going to break that rule because this is one of the finest Oktoberfests out there, so we definitely want to capture this one on our podcast show. So this is a traditional Oktoberfest beer. I believe it is somewhere up in the 6.3 range for the ABV on it. So are you ready to dig into this one?
Let's go for it.
Okay.
So as we're pouring, what are the flavors that we're supposed to taste with this?
Well, an Oktoberfest beer is definitely about showcasing the malts. So you should be getting a good caramely malt presence out of it. You should definitely be seeing a more reddish color to it, which you are seeing. But a lot of the Oktoberfests that are brewed here are a much deeper amber color, where this is more their traditional amber color. Again, this is a lager. So as opposed to an ale, so it is a bottom fermented beverage versus top. So you should have a more cleaner, crisp, more filtered taste because of that.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm noticing that it has obviously quite a bit of head. There are bubbles on the side of the glass, but it's not very carbonated.
Yeah, that's true. Well, first off, there's a saying in Germany that a good beer has to have a 7-minute head, because in Germany it's more about social drinking. And so you're not just drinking for quantity, you're drinking for quality as well. And it's about having the beer sit in front of you and letting it sit and rest, and then taking small sips and enjoying it with the company that you're with.
I lost you at 7-minute head.
Well, here we go. Prost.
Prost.
I'm getting that, yeah, I mean, it's definitely that clean, crisp, lagery taste to it.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of a nuttiness out of it, but definitely that caramely flavor, and it's finished with a good, solid, balanced hop presence.
Yeah, this is really light.
Yeah, it's extremely light, and that's one thing that a lot of American breweries haven't quite figured out yet about Oktoberfest, is that it doesn't need to be this overly hopped, overly malty beer. It can be this, it's supposed to be this lighter, more drinkable beer that's supposed to be taste sessionable, even though it's of a higher ABV.
Mm. Yeah, there's a little bit of that alcohol, astringent type aftertaste that I'm getting now, but otherwise it's very light, especially for a malty beer. As you were saying, that typically with malty beers it's very heavy, very thick.
Yep.
This is just light, you can't tell.
Yeah, I kind of have a weak spot for Oktoberfest too, because it happens to be the very first beer I ever brewed. Actually, I brewed a Marzen, which is if it's not brewed to like these 3 guidelines, it qualifies as a Marzen. But if they're brewed within this special city, and then they have to be brewed to a certain ABV, and they have to be brewed at a certain time of year in order to qualify to be an Oktoberfest. If they don't meet one of those 3 requirements, they automatically get put into the Marzen category.
So it's a little bit like a champagne type qualification.
Yes, it is, and you're going to find that more often in or import beers than anywhere else. Like in Germany, you can't just call a beer a Kolsch. It has to be brewed within the city limits of Cologne in order to be qualified as a Kolsch. Otherwise, it gets a style label that says Kolsch style. And same with Dortmunders, Oktoberfest, and along those lines. Where yes, it's a regional based label. So if you had to sum this beer up in 3 bullet points, how would you pick? What would you pick?
Clean, fall beer, very drinkable.
Yeah, I'd buy that. That's a good point.
Well, if you had to sum it up in 3 bullet points, what would you say?
Lager fresh, balanced, and sweet.
Very nice.
Yeah, nice and balanced.
They did a great job balancing the higher ABV with an Oktoberfest flavor profile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's all for this beer. Prost.
Prost.